I tell you what, I got a jam coming up at number 25. You probably never heard this song before. It's a forgotten 45. Didn't make top 40, but it's up at number 25 the week of April the 11th, 1969 on 610 WSGN's playlist, The Foundations and the Bad Old Days. This song differs from their two biggest hits a little bit by Baby Now That I Found You. That was their first big hit, and also Build Me Up Buttercup. This song actually came right on the heels of Build Me Up Buttercup, but this song has got more of a Motown sound to it. If you listen to this record real close, you might notice the similarities to the Isley Brothers, This Old Heart of Mine, which came out in 66. Straight Motown, the British soul boom of the late 60s, The Foundations from England. The Foundations' first hit, as I already mentioned, Baby Now That I Found You, it went to number one in England. BBC Radio 1, a newly minted top 40, a pop station in England in 1967. They moved on this song fast because the pirate stations were not playing this record, and BBC Radio 1 wanted to get a jump on this thing. Baby Now That I Found You went to number one in England, number 11 in America, and Build Me Up Buttercup. That's a big favorite. Late 60s favorite by the Foundations. Now, here's another thing about these three songs. I got to tell you about this. You got to remember this name, Tony McCaulay. Oh, gosh, Tony McCaulay. British songwriter back in the late 60s into the 70s. You're saying, who the hell is Tony McCaulay? Why should I know anything about Tony McCaulay? Well, I'm going to tell you right now. He co-wrote all three of the hits by the Foundations, Build Me Up Buttercup, and he also wrote the song that I'm playing for you right now, In the Bad Old Days. He also wrote Love Grows, Where My Rosemary Goes. He co-wrote that one. He also wrote Don't Give Up on Us, Baby by David Soul. Remember that? Yeah, he wrote it. And he also wrote, he wrote Last Night. I Didn't Get to Sleep at All. Hit for the Fifth Dimension in 1972. We got some major songwriting talent that's flooding into this record. Foundations and the Bad Old Days at number 25 on WSGN's playlist.